It was a little bit difficult to tape all this process because it's so small. I chose white clay after multiple experiments with other colors, and I realized that this shows the best. In the beginning it's not very clear, but I will get it closer very soon. What you do first, you will need some ball styluses or sharpened pencils. First, take a needle and kind of do a small scratch where the body of your dragonfly will be. Then with your bow stylus, make the eyes. They are just two dots, one near the other. Then you will need a smaller bow stylus to do the body. Just note the thorax and then do the abdomen. The abdomen is segmented, so it will be just a string of dots. First, place them to get your line fairly straight, and after that, make a deeper imprint. The wings attach to the thorax. You will need a little bit of a bigger ball stylus for the thorax. Just make it like an oval. And if you displace the clay towards the abdomen, tail, you'll have to kind of put it back. Then you will need a needle to do the wings. Remember, so the wings attach to the thorax. So first take the needle and do a little bit of a deeper imprint on the abdomen, and then trace pretty much your wings first. So two wings on each side. Trace the outline where they would connect to the thorax, and then do the rounded part. I am just changing the contrast to maximum, even if my hand looks like it's been dipped in red dye. But this way you'll see better. It's very hard to tape something that is so small. So once you traced your lines, go and deepen them. You will have to do the outline later a little bit deeper with a toothpick. But for now, do first the tip of the wings, the rounded part. And then you'll have to do some veins. Now do this with regular clay. Do not try to do it with bake and bend, because bake and bend, while it is wonderful to make stamps, is not very good for very fine sharp lines. But the regular clay is. And also don't use scrap clay for this specific stamp, because scrap clay might have different types of clay in it, and not all of them hold detail very good. The best is to use soufflé or a female professional if you have it. So you trace the veins, a long line on the top wing with shorter veins, and then two long veins on the bottom wing. And then, as I said, you take a toothpick and kind of deepen a little bit the outline. When it's time for baking, my suggestion is to bake this as anything else that you want to keep perfectly straight, between two tiles with a sheet of paper, regular printing paper underneath, and one on top of it. So don't place it directly on the tile, don't cover it directly on the tile. Place paper between what you're baking and the tile. And once you did the deepening of the outline of the wing, you are pretty much done. And you can treat this like any other regular stamp. Just use a little bit of release on it, and it will work just perfectly for any type of dragonfly stamping needs you might have. Happy claying!